Welcome to my presentation. Velvikudi copper plates. Velvikudi grant of Nedunjallian was issued about 770, inscribed in a series of copper plates. The inscription is one of the few where both Sanskrit language and Tamil language was written in the same grant. Sanskrit was written in Grantha script while Tamil was written in Vatteluthu. These lines were borrowed from Sanskrit and were written in the Grantha, the text beings by invoking the Hindu god Shiva reverentially refers to the Pandya kings. The sage Agastya mentions such as the Samudra Manthan, the conduct of a Vedic ritual, and some historical events in the kingdom. It mentioned the past charitable deeds and records the grant of village. This village is called Velvikudi. The Velvikudi inscription is on 18th century. This is bilingual copper plate grant from the Pandya kingdom of southern India. Inscribed in Sanskrit and Tamil languages, it records the renewal of a grant of the Velvikudi village to a Brahmana by the Pandya king Nedunjadayan Varaguna Varma I, alias Jadila Parandaka, in 769 to 770 CE. This inscription dated the grant made in the regnal year of the king Nedunjadayan, whose region is dated to 765 to 815 CE. The grant recorded in the inscription was probably made 769 to 770 CE. Language. The inscription consists of the Sanskrit language portions inscribed in the Grantha script and the Tamil language inscribed Vatteluthu script. The Sanskrit portion was composed by Varodaya Bhatta, who is described as a performer of all sacrifices. The Tamil portion was composed by Senapati Enadi, alias Chatan. About this inscription, Tamil portion, this grant, the Velvikudi inscription provides the earliest extant references to the establishment of a Brahmadeya, that is, land grant to a Brahmana. In the Tamil speaking region, it records Nedunjallian's renewal of a grant made by his purported ancestors, the ancient Pandya king Palyaga Mudugudumi Peruvaludi. The inscription during the third year of Nedunjallian's reign, a man arrived at the Pandya capital Kudal, that is Madurai, and complained the Velvikudi has not been returned to a Narkodan dissentment after the end of the Calabras in the Interregime. The king asked the complaints to prove the antiquity of grant, which is the complaint did. The king then granted the Velvikudi village to Kamakani Narchingan, alias Suvaran Singh, the headman of Korkai. The headman kept 1/3 of the village himself and distributed the remaining part among the 50 of the Brahmanas. The Sanskrit portion at the end names Mangala Raja, Madhura of Karavandapura as the executor of the grant. It describes him as a Vaidyaha, a master of the Shastras, the poet and an orator. This portion ends with 4 Vaishnavite inspiratory verses, urging those who violate the grant indeed. And then the Tamil portion at the end states that the inscription was engraved by the order of the king himself and names the engraver of uh, Yudakesari, that is Perum Panakaran. Engraver was allotted a house site. It is a wetland. That's Thank you.